Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
In the beginning, there was Ace. In the present, there's Ace. In the future, there will only be Ace. Welcome, everyone, to the Rider Time Podcast. This is Mike, a.k.a. TimeRider Zero, your host, and we are here at the Morphin Network, where it's Morphin Time all the time. And right now, Rider Time Podcast, we are covering Kamen Rider Geats episode 28. Lamentation 4. Bonding Laser Boost. And boy, what an episode this was. I know some of you are probably wondering, where's Jared and Mike? Well, unfortunately, internet's not so great in New York right now. So, I'm flying solo today. It is unfortunate. It is what it is. But, but this has been a great episode. We have to cover it because it is so freaking awesome. So, where we left off, Geats was about to get wrecked. Like, he was unconscious from the jet lag caused by his Karama form. And on top of that, Gene was getting his butt kicked because he's not allowed to interfere in Rider battles. And he's also not very experienced in Rider battles. So, he is severely overwhelmed. But thankfully, thanks to Kamen Rider Midoriya and Neku Neku Ni, they were able to get out of a tight spot, and that's good. That's good. Like, we are safe for the moment. By the way, I wanted to see if this works. Nope. Okay, cool. Okay. So this was a tight one. I know I made jokes about the previous episode, being not so much a close call because, he could just roll over. But yeah, I was more concerned this time around because Ace was unconscious. He cannot get out of the way in time. And yet, here we are. So it's good that Tycoon and Nago were there. Moving right along. Gene is injured, so he's sleeping in Ace's room. Surely this is a dream come true if you take it out of context. But they do discuss some very interesting subject matters, including the philosophy of lifespans. For example, Ace said that Nobunaga had this idea that a human lifespan is only 50 years and it can come and go in the blink of an eye. And now in present day, 50 years is only half of a human lifetime. And by the way, shout outs to everyone in the medical field because it's thanks to you guys that we doubled our longevity. So, this scene, it makes me happy, because I stand for the medical field. So that's great. But of course, when you have characters like Gene, Barba, Kakera, and Takun, they come from another dimension. They're practically another species. You don't even know how long their lifespans are, and they're predetermined. So there's really not much that they could do with their own, with their lives. So they live vicariously through watching other people throughout history. And, let this be a lesson to us as humans. Don't live vicariously through others. Like, actually go out, smell the roasts. Go for a run early in the morning. Go for a run late at night. Go for, late at night in terms of like sunset, not like 3 a.m. where you might get mugged. But, but the point is, experience all that humanity has to offer. That is something Gene wanted more than anything else. And that's why he found Ace so inspiring. So he actually did ask Ace about that situation with like, how are you keep reincarnating and stuff? And Ace says, yeah, I really did. Like, my very first self was from the Roman Empire from 1 AD. And yes, the original Ace was a ginger. Thank you. We have the main character be a ginger Kamen Rider. We find... ginger pride right here. Yeah, perfect. This is perfect because, like, Because Doctor Who, we don't have enough doctors who are ginger, and yet we have a Kamen Rider who's ginger. So like, yes, we finally have a ginger Kamen Rider. And oh, look who came through a time warp! It is Mike Brogdon. How are you doing?
I am so sorry I am late.
Yeah, we were just talking about how we finally have a main Kamen Rider who's a ginger.
Yes! Yes! Ginger!
Yep. And you know what Tim Minchin said, there's that one word that has a history of hate, and we're taking it back a couple of G's, and E and an R and I and an N. So only a ginger could call another ginger.
Amen to that, but still. Yes!
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. We got another ginger. Thank you.
See, like, there's so many parallels between Kamen Rider and Doctor Who, but finally Kamen Rider did something that Doctor Who didn't: make a main character ginger.
Yeah, seriously, Doctor Who. Listen, Doctor Who, come here. When you gonna make the Doctor ginger, huh? Come here. Like, seriously, when you gonna make the Doctor ginger?
Yeah, like after the 15th Doctor, who, by the way, is the very first Black Doctor, as far as I'm concerned. We need a ginger Doctor. Maybe Rupert Grint, probably. Like, I'm pretty sure he could pull the role off. But,
probably.
Yeah. And so it's like, it's a crazy coincidence. He keeps getting reincarnated. He always has his memories. And for some reason, every mother he's ever had named him Ace.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but I do have a question though. You're always looking for your mom, but don't you ever appreciate the fact that you've had 4 other moms though?
Like, seriously.
I mean, like, if it was like Disney's Hercules, where it's like, I'll find my way. I can go the distance. I don't care how far. Somehow Geats will be strong. It's like, I get it. You want to find your origins, but also like it's like, oh, I want to know why I can reincarnate myself, so I need to find my mom. But it's like, actually, I have some.
I can go the distance.
I don't care how far. Somehow I'll be strong. Because I know every mile will be worth my while. Disney, please don't sue us. We're just having fun tonight. So like, what might be your theory why, like, he's always looking for his mom and why he can reincarnate himself, etc.?
It might be because of the first DGP he ever been in.
Yeah. But I'm wondering about. I'm thinking, like, wouldn't it be interesting if his mom was the same species as the DGP supporters, which is why, like, because like they could live really long lifespans, and of course she is the navigator, or at least she was, according to Punk Jack. By the way, I miss him. Whatever happened to him?
Exactly, where's Punk Jack?
Like he's dead. We know that much. But like, it's like, you marginally redeem a guy just to let him die like a punk, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm curious if Ace might actually be a hybrid. Like, what if the navigator that his mom fell in love with a human, and they had a child together, and that was the first Ace, and somehow combining DGP DNA with human DNA created this hybrid that could reincarnate itself, as opposed to just live for several hundred years.
I don't know.
But it would be interesting if maybe the first Ace really did lose a DGP competition, and therefore he couldn't find his mom anymore.
Probably.
Yeah, because that seems like one of the most likely solutions to that. I mean, the most likely answers to that. But all of you guys in the audience, let us know what you think. If you comment in the chat box while we're live, we will read your comments down here below.
Yes, we will.
But and by the way, while they're having their heart-to-heart, people are listening in on that. So, so like Neon and Tycoon, like they're both like, so that's what's going on. And of course, their supporters are like semi-oblivious. But that's kind of what I like about Gene, though, because like I said before, like this dude turns into a frog, that dude turns into a lion, that chick turns into a minotaur. What does Gene turn into? A human. It's like he wants to become more human-like, and I love that about him. But next competition, next round of the Sengoku battle, and now the good guys have to go on the offensive. And again, like we got two vision drivers. Whoever gets both of them could visit and control the Desire Goddess.
So my thing is this: imagine if the Desire Goddess is Ace's mom.
Or what if Ace's mom requested the Desire Goddess to make Ace forget about her, or some kind of circumstance that would make it impossible for him to meet her.
That is true.
Yeah, because like I know that a Nav could not participate in the games, but the thing is, if you have both vision drivers, you can make anything happen.
That's true.
But what's even more convenient?
What?
Just go to Helheim and ask Gaim to make it happen.
Oh, go in the corner. Go in the corner.
Okay. By the way, this is the quarter. And yeah, we get some epic battles. Hey, why are you in my corner?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Really. Yeah. Just like Shrek and Donkey.
Oh,
but yeah.
Goodness gracious.
But yeah, so Ace uses something we haven't seen in quite a few episodes. The build race buckle. And yeah, he fights against Barba in her Glare version 2 suit. And wow, this scene was actually very action-packed. Like, it was really fast-paced. Like, it's really like even trying to get screenshots, it's hard to find one that isn't blurry.
It really is.
Yeah, what would you think about this fight sequence?
I'm sorry to say this. Ace got his ass whooped.
Yep. She even had those 4 balls create a barrier around him so he couldn't fight, just like Hiei and Genkai from that episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, but thankfully, Neon and Keiwa are picking up some slack and they're helping out, so that's good. You gotta protect. What's his name? Not Glare. Gazer. Got to protect Gazer because otherwise it's the end of the DGP. But of course, Ace is holding his own. He uses Boost Mark II, but of course he has the jet lag, so he's out for the count. But then, Gene has a moment of epiphany. It's like, I need to live a life that's worth living. So he runs over and he hands Ace his laser buckle in order to access a new form. And honestly, I love this scene. This is so cute because like he's really helping Ace out here, and he took legitimate risks to his own life. So that's,
like I said, they said they're from the future, right?
Yeah.
Why do I have a feeling that is Ace's son from the future?
Maybe.
Think about it.
I don't know if that's his son per se, but it could be his descendant. Kind of like kind of like Yusuke and Ryzen from Yu Yu Hakusho. They're not, they're not father and son, but Yusuke is the direct descendant of Ryzen.
So imagine. So, but still, because when the Geats transforms in his new form, they both do the snap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so when he has his new transformation, they both snap, and it's adorable. Well, the thing is, Devil's Advocate, Gene is his biggest fan, so of course he would incorporate the snap into his transformation. Even back in episode 24, he did the snap with him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can we just appreciate the aesthetics of the suit?
Oh yeah, high key, this suit actually reminds me of Kamen Rider Gai's Kachidoki form because he has those front skirts in the front. And it does look like a giant kimono a little bit.
It does.
Yeah. So now he's a Kitsune warlord.
In the past few episodes, Geats already has 2 new forms.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, this has been a standard practice for a while because if you remember Revice, he had a Barid Rex, and then he had what's it called, Volcano Rex, like a few episodes right after that.
Yeah.
And if you look at God, I'm trying to remember it. Saber, you had Primitive Dragon episode 23, and then Elemental Dragon episode 27.
True.
And 01 had Shining Hopper in episode 13, and then he got Assault Hopper 2 episodes later.
Still, but I guess this new form cures him of his jet lag.
Yep. Yeah, because like basically he says himself that the laser driver grants people their most ideal form. So naturally for Geats, his ideal form is one where he doesn't have the jet lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also he low-key roasts Barba by saying that she's 350 years old. She's like, "How dare you tell him my real age?"
Ha
Oh man, I would love to see the actress wear makeup to make her look like an old lady, like Tsunade in that episode of Naruto when like she's completely drained.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because Tsunade is like more than 50 years old, and yet she looks like she's in her late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Karin. So, yeah, they have a huge battle sequence inside a quarry, as every Kamen Rider dramatic battle needs to have. And, of course, we eliminate the 2 pawn riders, so that's great. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, like his rider kick is really cool because it kind of combines the rider kick from earlier in his Kitsune form, but instead of just being his fist, it's like literally his entire body.
Exactly.
But by the way,
yes.
Mike, have you seen the scans of the new toy for his Boost Mark II form?
No.
It looks really good. Yeah. Hold on. Let me try to look it up real quick. It's Boost Mark II toy. Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Image. Let's try to find. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go to Toku Collectibles real quick. Toku.
Shout out to Toku Collectibles. Shout out to
yes, thanks to you guys that I have Oni Taijin, one of the greatest Megazords of all time.
Wait,
yeah.
What?
Okay.
No. We're not moving past that. Repeat what you just said, good sir.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. We got We got the figure right here. Looks pretty nice. And
Ooh.
its revolve change allows it to have this beautiful kitsune form. And yeah, it comes with additional armor pack to let you turn into laser boost. And yeah, it does fold out. So here's what the armor looks like completely unfolded. And yeah, so here's the back page of the box. So we got boost, and then you got laser boost. Pretty cool stuff right here.
My,
Yeah.
my question is, are we going to be seeing more of laser boost?
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to see more laser boost because at this point it's his closest to final form. I still don't think it's his final form, but
Mm.
it's a hot day here in LA, so I really need to drink a
Oh,
lot
wow.
of water. So, but man, I can't wait for tomorrow when I can finally eat chorizo again because dental thing today going on. But yeah, so he defeats those two pawn riders, and Barba is injured and she's trying to make a quick getaway, and she gets cut off by Geats. But before he could do anything, Buffa shows up, takes her belt, and they flee. But I love the way he just
Buffer, you
rips the
so
belt out of her
Lord
waist.
Jesus, take the wheel. Lord
I'm like,
Jesus, take the wheel, please.
Siddhartha, please take the front. Look, you got your messenger, I got mine.
Lord
But
Jesus, take the wheel. I said, Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm not a fan of Carrie Underwood. I mean, I'm more of a Johnny Cash kind of guy.
No, you didn't let me finish.
So let me ask you
I was
this:
like, Bubba, you
when
think
will we
I'm
see
going
the
to give
Ghost
you the
Riders in
shot?
the sky? When are we going to see the Ghost Riders in the sky?
I don't know.
Well, let's
I
hope
don't
it's
know.
soon. But yeah,
I don't know.
I just love the defeated look on her face when she gets by Buffa. Like this ain't a Vince Russo swerve because we totally saw this coming, but it is just so satisfying seeing this happen. You have no idea how satisfied I feel. But Gene, he hands his laser driver to Geats, saying, "I think you need this now more than I do. I want to go off on a journey to experience what it is to be human." And they have this adorable moment together, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so cute."
Ay, bendito.
This moment. Wait, no. This moment is so precious to me. Like this is the reason why I still watch Kamen Rider.
I'm not crying. You're crying, damn it.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Shut up.
I'm crying, man. You're crying, man. You're crying.
They're there.
That reminds me of Itachi and Sasuke.
Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone.
Please don't sue us for this one. Carry on, my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are gone. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Do 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 do. Bow wow 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 wow
Like that. That was a precious moment.
Yeah, but because Michinaga now has the vision driver, he's able to not access, but look upon the goddess of creation. And he's like, I will create my own ideal world. And he's going to become the game master for the next JGP game.
Oh,
What will
boy,
this entail? We're going to have to wait until Saturday to find out.
Why?
So people in the audience, let us know what you thought of the episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Give us a score out of 10 if you've seen it. And we have other questions that we're gonna go over. So first things first. Ace being Ginger. What'd you think of that?
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah.
That was a Nicolas Cage moment.
Yeah, from Face.
From Face Off.
Well, to be fair, I did ask you about Ghost Riders, so you kind of answered that. So there you go. As long as Kamen Rider Ghosts. Oh no.
Wait. What you got in Kamen Rider Ghosts?
It's boring after the first 18-ish episodes.
I actually enjoyed it.
All right, to each their own. Oh my god, why is the TV so loud in the other room?
I don't know.
Oh, that. But yeah. So next question: what did you think about the moral of the episode? About how short life is, so you have to live it to the fullest.
Honestly, I agree. I agree with that 110% because you never know what could happen. Live your life to the fullest.
Yeah, I know I made one Tim Minchin reference in this episode by referencing that 6-letter word. But to reference another Tim Minchin reference, if you've ever seen his poem Storm, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't, definitely check out Storm by Tim Minchin after this podcast is over. Because I think that poem really hits home what this episode was about. And between this and that one episode of Dr. Stone, honestly, I'm welling up inside because I identify as a humanist. To me, there's no greater intrinsic pleasure than being able to experience everything that there is to be and do about being human.
I agree with that 110%.
And it's our lives are incredibly short. They're longer now than they were 2,000 years ago, but still a blink of an eye compared to Heaven's eye. Yes, that is a Geats quote right there. But it's also a DreamWorks quote because Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
And it's you only have let's give a round number, 80 years to live. What are you going to do with those 80 years of your life? To some people, it's a long time. To others, it's really short. And ultimately, it really is short. And there's only so much you could do in that lifespan. And, it's And I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like certain years of my life have been wasted on being idle, on being lazy, or making bad decisions. And I want to make the most of what life I have left, whether I only have until tomorrow to live or until I have another 100 years left to live. But
Exactly.
and this is also why I'm so passionate about science, because science is the ultimate tool created by humanity itself that has significantly improved the experience of being human, and it even
Mhm.
changed the meaning of being human. And and I love how this episode touches upon like this human experience, because kids should learn this kind of thing earlier on so that they can make the most out of their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to
Especially
quote,
no, especially with all the deaths that's been happening lately.
yeah,
It just
and
it just goes to show
yeah,
you don't know how much time you have left. Don't waste it by getting vengeance on people or being mad at people.
yeah, or
Forgive
being
them.
fearful or angry at them, because it is a
Forgive them.
waste of energy, and it's a waste of time. Like 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 jewels can be conserved, but seconds cannot. Make the most of your seconds and jewels, making the most of your experience as a human.
I agree on that
Yeah.
110%.
Yeah. And to quote the theme song to Kamen Rider Ghost, Jinsei wa dare mo mina ichido kirisai omoi no mama ni. Our lives are very short, so make the most of it before it flickers out.
Mm.
I don't know if that's an accurate translation, but that's the basic gist of it. As much as I'm not a fan of Kamen Rider Ghost, I do the theme song does hit home.
It does.
Okay. Also, aesthetics on the boost laser.
I need it.
It is pretty gorgeous, and I can't help but wonder, what do you think his final form is going to be like? Because we know, like, based on trends from past seasons, this is not his final form.
It might be a mixture of all his forms. You never know. It's a
Mm.
one massive buckle.
You mean like you mean sort of like an upgraded version of the fever slot?
Yes.
Interesting. Because honestly, because I will say this, I feel like Grateful should have been Ghost's final form, because he has all those different what's it called, Tamashi logos on his body. So like I'm surprised that wasn't his final form. At least that should have been his final form. Honestly, I don't really care for Mugen. I know, isn't it
Mm,
weird that we're talking a lot about Kamen Rider Ghost in this episode?
exactly.
Yeah. 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 And of course, Baraba getting some comeuppance. Oof. Oof.
Ha ha.
Oof.
All in
I
all,
mean,
dude. All in all, I give this episode 10 out of 10.
I agree on this one. And it's not just like, oh, you give Kamen Rider Geats every episode a 10 out of 10. I'm like, you're not wrong, but this episode really does deserve to get a 10 out of 10, because, again, I'm a humanist. Like,
Yeah.
this episode plays to my humanist biases. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. What'd you guys think about the episode? Let's go. Well, we only have one comment today, so let's read it. OzXYZ says 10 out of 10, perfect episode. Well, I'm glad you agree
Yeah.
with us. And that's it for episode 28, Lamentation 4, Bonding Laser Boost. Before we head out, Mike, where can they find you?
What is up, you lovely mother people? It's your boy Mike. You guys can catch me on Instagram at Red Ranger 2134 and on Twitch at Red Falcon 347. I'm in the process of moving, so until then, I'm not gonna be streaming. But like I said, once I get set up, you guys will see my new pad.
Nice. And by the way, congratulations to our homeboy Cody because he also got a new pad. So
Congratulations.
we're all moving up in this world. We're all moving up in this world. Such is the human experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And guys, if you really enjoyed watching this episode, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on the Morphin Network. You can access YouTube and Facebook to watch our past episodes of Kamen Rider Geats, as well as past seasons such as Saber and Revice. You could, if you're a fan of Super Sentai, be sure to check out me and our homeboy Jared on Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we review the latest episode of Osama Sentai King Oger. And we're going to go to a place that has the name that I'm not a fan of.
Oh my God, so I don't care. Don't judge me. I'm loving King Oger so far.
Yeah, it's like back to basics, but in a good way.
Thank you.
And you can watch our past episodes of Dawn Brothers as well. And we're also covering Kamen Rider Amazons on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Astro and Jared are going to be, the two of them are going to be doing episodes 18 and 19, Rambling Roses and School Days. So be sure to stick around for that. And when we finish doing episode 26, well, we're going to cover the movie as well. And then, well, we'll see what season of Kamen Rider we're going to do after Amazon. So, yeah, it's going to be a surprise.
Comment, guys, you know what? Comment below. What seasons of Kamen Rider would you like to see on Rider Time Archives? Comment below.
And of course, we also have a lot of actor interviews. The latest of which was David Fielding, aka Zordon himself, at Power Morphicon. We're gonna have more interviews uploaded over time and hopefully soon. And you can check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, on YouTube and on Facebook, where we review movies, TV shows, and talk about video game news because we kind of had a merger with Scrub Club Gaming Podcast. So be sure to check all of that out on The Buttery Show. And of course, this guy, as soon as he can get it done, Ghost Rider 2. We need that movie review.
Listen. As soon as I get moved in, we will do the review.
Okay. Anyways, but we all thank you for taking the time to watch our podcast. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking and subscribing to us, because your support is what keeps our lights burning. And until the next time when we do that King Oger episode, as of the time of this recording, be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits. Make sure your clothes are weather appropriate because it might be sunny, might be rainy. So, just stay safe. Hug your loved ones because that is part of the human experience, being there for one another. And until then, we'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.